Okay, so welcome to the session of the prompt engineers of AI agents, do's and don'ts. Let's get smarter and faster with the artificial intelligence. Let's do one more time the accessibility check. I guess I'm clearly audible as well as my screen is also visible. Okay, now basically let's start with what is AI agent. So when the word AI agent comes in our environment, we think about chatbots, but no. AI agents are not just only chatbot, it's the combination of LLMs, which is large language model, plus memory, plus tools, and plus the planning. So AI agents are the autonomous system which are designed to perform specific tasks or achieve goals with the human minimal interventions. And if we talk about the examples, we are using ChatGPT in our regular life. So it's an AI agent. If you use LangChain, if you use an OpenAI assistance API, if you use an OpenAI, if you use any AutoGen agents are the part of an agents. So this is a basic architecture of an AI agent application. So what happens? Let us take the example that this is a user input. This is our LLM model, and these are the tools. So you can see that there can be a various enormous part of our tools. If you see in this diagram, we are having a weather API, we are having a web explorer, we are having an HITL, we are having a search API, we are having math library. Also, we are having an RAG APIs as well. So what happens once the observation is done, and if the output is proper, our agent will give an agent output. So let us take an example by the user prompt. If user is asking for what's the weather now, so what it will do is the input that what is the weather now. So what LLM model will do, LLM model with the help of a tools will search for the weather API. Then it will take the observation and it will take the output, and those output will be visible as an AI agent output. So this is a simple agentic application flow that how AI agent works. Let us take one more example. So you can see that this is a user. We are having in this complete AI agent where we are having orchestration. So orchestration includes profile, goals, instructions, short-term memory, long-term memory, model-based reasoning planning as well. Also, we will be having a multiple tools and we will be having our own LLM model. And from all this combination, we will generate an output. Let's take some simple example. What happens when the user inputted that I want to book a flight from the Austin to Zurich? So this is a prompt, right? And this prompt is given to our LLM model or AI agent. So what agent will do? First, it will arise a question that I want to book a flight. So this is our question tag. Then agent will be having a thought that user is going to search for flights. He or she needs the flights that is from the Austin to Zurich. Now, on based of these thoughts and question, it will take an action with the help of a flight tool. In these tools, you can see that we are having a flight, we are having a search, we are having a code, and we are having a calculator. So what happens from the help of a flight tools and search tools, it will generate an input. So what will be the flight from Austin to Zurich? And on basis of that, it will retrieve a list of the available flights and it will be given to the user. So in the output, here are some flights that you might be interested, and there will be the list of flights. So this is a basic workflow of how AI agents work. Now let us talk about how many types of AI agents are available in the marketplace. So as we know, there are many type of AI agents available, but let's figure out one by one. So the first one is a simple reflex agent. So what do it responds directly to the current input file, or we can say that it will be having a pre-programmed rules like the if else condition or if then conditions. Best example is a FAQ chatbot, or let us take a real world example. If your AC is an AI smart based, so on the temperature on the depend it depends on the room temperature. If your the room temperature is hot, then automatically the AC will turn on, and on the suitable temperature, if the room atmosphere becomes a cold, then the temperature will be off. So this is basic example of a simple reflex agent. Then comes under the category that is model based agent. So it's a advanced version of a simple reflex agent. So simple reflex agent was having a pre-programmed rules, but model based reflex agent is having a model based memory management. So what it does, it gives the output on the based of a past interventions. Here the example is giving a virtual assistance, but let us take a one more good example. So that example is basically sorry, if you are using a budget app and that app is having an AI agent, so what it will do from your past expense history, it will notify you that this month you have to expense low. So this is based example of a model based reflex action. Then we comes on the goal-based agent. So basically, from the name itself, say the goal-based agent is used for achieving XYZ goals. But it not only achieve the XYZ goals, it performs the action on based on that XYZ goals. So there's a future example is the email marketing AI as well. But if we talk about one more real example, so goal-based agent will be having let's take an example of a self-driving car Tesla. So it is having an AI agent that the car knows that which route will be best for my source to destination path. Then we are having comes the learning agent. What this learning agent do? Learning agents learn over time to time from its historical data as well. And there are many advanced algorithms suitable there. And the best example is recruitment tool. So on the examples of the question that is taken on the past interviews, recruitment tool will give the latest generated questions on the history of that tools. Then we are having last but not the least, that is utility based agent. It maximize the utilities, it considered the contents, and the best example we can say that is movie recommendation engine. If you are using Netflix, so from your Netflix watching data, definitely at some time it will give you the best recommendation movies on your search interest. So these are the types of agent that is available in the marketplace. Okay, now this was all about the agent. Now the question comes here is that what is prompt engineering? So prompt engineering is nothing, but it's everything. How? Let us see. So basically, prompt engineering is the prompts that you are giving to the chatbots or you are giving to the agents. So it's a crucial part for the agents because if your prompts are not proper, the output will be not proper. And if your prompts are proper, then definitely your output will be proper. So it is the process of crafting specific inputs, guide generating AI models, or an instruction manual to how LLMs should be worked on the desired generating outputs. And also, it's a basic prompt might be you can say that write a sample professional for a market analyst, but this is not as good as prompt. We have to redefine it, and how we can redefine it is that write a professional summary for a marketing analyst with 5 years of experience focusing on a data driven marketing strategies and keeping it under 100 words. So what we will do, see, both prompt will are just similar to watch, but the first prompt is a bad prompt because it is not having constraint, it is not having some set of rules, also it is not having some kind of expectations. But if you go for the redefined prompt, it is having a role, it is having the tenure, it is having the constraint, and it is also having the expectation of that the professional summary should be under the 100 words. So this is all about the prompt engineering. Now the question comes here that why prompt engineering matters for the agent. Do you think that prompt engineering is really mattering for the agents? Yes, definitely it's mattering for the agent because the good prompt, the better output will be generated, and the bad prompt, the bad output will be generated. So agents are heavily rely on the prompt-based reasoning and planning. If you are giving a poor prompt, there will be the misuse of a tools, there will be the AI hallucination, there will be the infinite loops, and also there will be the bad decisions of an AI agent. But if you are using a good prompt, there will be an intelligent chaining, there will be a reduced latency, there will be a control cost, and also there will be an successful output as per the desire. So prompt engineering is heavily useful for the AI agents. Okay, now let us see what was the traditional way that prompt engineers do. So first of all, human thinks that I want to do this XYZ kind of a work. And on based of that thinking, human prompts an AI and give the context. And on based of that context, AI gives a result. So this was the initial or a historical scenario that prompt engineers do. But nowadays, if you are a good prompt engineer, you have to add two more steps is that once AI is giving a result, you have to build your on the top of that AI results and human have to deliver, not AI. So you have to be a next step or you have to be a fast forward than the AI agents. Definitely you have to use AI, but you have to wrap your outputs with the help of AI, not only just AI outputs. So this is the flow that current prompt engineers do. They think on basis of thinking, they prompt AI and give context. Once AI gives a result, they build on the top of that results and they deliver what they want. So this is the current flow of a prompt engineers. Now let us see how to use ChatGPT based on prompt engineering. We all are using prompt chat GPT, but some don't know that what is basic prompt engineering and how we have to rely on that. Okay, so there are basic four steps on a framework that you have to do. The first one is assign a role. Second one is set context and define the task. Third one is you have to set some kind of constraints, or you can say the limitation. And the fourth one is you have to set expectation. What desired output you want from your agent. So these are the basic four steps that you have to follow while doing the prompt engineering. There are many frameworks that we are going to talk later on, but now let us focus on these four basic crucial steps. And yeah, they are the building blocks of prompt engineering. So let us see. I had given one prompt. So what are the prompt is that act as a senior UI designer who specializes in iOS mobile onboard screening. I'll feed you three screenshots. Each screenshot shows the onboarding flow for an iOS app. I am designing a new onboarding flow for an app that helps college students and find flatmates. And I need you to study at the three apps I show you. Then you need to list out common UI platforms they have, list out all the differences they have, and also point out two good and two bad things each has done in their UI design. Keep your answers short and to the point. Speak from the lens of a UX designer. Give all answer in formatted headings and bullet points. So this is my prompt. Now let break this prompt into the four basic steps. So as we know, the first prompt task was that assign a role. So you see that we had assigned a role by giving act as a senior UI designer whose specialization in iOS mobile onboarding screens experiences. So this was a role. We had assigned a role to our agent. Second thing is that set context and define tasks. You have to set your own context and you have to define your own task. So how we had defined our context and our task, I'll feed you three screenshots. Each screenshot shows the onboarding flow for an iOS app, and I am designing a new onboarding flow for an app that helps college students find flatmates. I need you to study at the three apps I show you. So this was my context, and I had defined a task as well. The third rule was set constraint. I have to set some kind of a constraint for it. So what was that context? You need to list out common UI platforms they have, list out all the differences they have, and also point out which are the two good and two bad things each has done in their UI design. And the last but not least step, that was set expectation. We have to set expectation that what kind of output our agent should deliver us. And keep your answers short and to the point. Speak from the lens of a UX designer and give all the answers in a well formatted heading and bullet points. So this is how you have to follow four steps. And the steps are assign a role, set context and define task, set constraints, and set expectation. And these are the building blocks of any kind of prompt engineering. So I guess you are somewhat clear that how you have to give the prompt to the AI agents. Now let us go for what are the do's for the prompt engineering for the agents and what are the don'ts for the prompt engineers. Okay, if we talk about the do's, definitely the first step, assign a role. Be explicit and role oriented. You have to clearly define your agent that what you are. So you are a financial analyst agent. You have your task is to give a financial reports based on XYZ, etc. So this is how you have to be explicit and role oriented. The second thing that you have to keep in mind is that use system prompts strategically. Okay, there are system prompt as well and there are user prompt. What are system prompts? System prompts are those prompts that we had already given in the code. And what are the user prompts? That basically user is typing while doing chat with the chat GPT. So you have to use system prompts strategically. There should be a strategy maintained to in a system prompts. You have to guide your personality, you have to guide your tone, you have to guide which tool you have to use. Also, you have to guide the format of a response your agent should deliver. The third step you have to remember is that break instruction into small steps. That is also known as COT. That's a COT. That is a chain of thoughts. First evaluate, then call the API, and then summarize the results. Give tool selection rules. Not any tools can be used. You have to give a predefined rules that which tool should be used when. Use the calculator tool only when the math is having a greater than 3 digits. You have to use Scratchpad or a memory in prompt. You have to track your reasonings and intermediate steps as well. And definitely the most important step is that design reusable prompt templates. You have to design many reusable prompt templates, which is good for consistency across your workflow, and there will be a less testing and less debug. So these 6 points are a crucial do's for the prompt engineering while you are giving a prompt for the agents. Now let us see what are the don't that are the common pitfalls or the common mistakes that prompt engineers do. Don't rely on an open-ended instruction. Never give the agents that figure it out yourself. No, they are the agents. They are not human. They cannot think as we human think. So don't tell that figure it out yourself. Don't overload the context window. Just make sure that the context you are provided to the agent should not be overloaded, right? So Kim prompt types, chunk long docs with the retrievers. Don't mix tool instruction vaguely. What happens? We are just mixing multiple tools at a time, but make sure you clearly give the instructions to the agents that which tool you have to use when and why. Avoid ambiguous objectives. Just don't say summarize in 3 points for investors. You have to avoid this kind of an objective that summarize. And the last, which is also a crucial thing, that is don't skip edge cases in planning prompts. Always you have to make sure that there is a missing data or there is a API timeout and how to handle these situations. So these are the don't points that you have to remember while just prompting your agents. Okay, now let us see what are the prompt agents frameworks, the prompt frameworks for the agents that is already available in the market. So I had listed 4 frameworks that is mostly a good frameworks. So the first one is React. So it is a basing reasoning and acting combination which is using Scratchpad for the frameworks. Then we are having a COT, that is chain of thoughts. What it does, it breaks the process step by step, and also it gives the output in the bulletin points. Then we are having a smart prompting framework. So this framework is highly used for the specific, measurable, and actionable task, and which is always includability intent. We are having role prompting framework, which is based on the role based framework. So it simulate the personas or tools, and also always its format are the begin with you are a XYZ. As you know that in our also framework we had used role prompting. Why? Because we are giving a role agent that you are a senior UI designer, right? So these are the frameworks that is highly used for the prompt engineering. This is one more framework that is very good for the students, and I called it the 5S model. The first one is that set the scheme. So tell the chatbot what role you would like it to take so it can provide you a better and a more targeted answer. Let's take an example that you are a Shakespeare expert and you are greatly helping HS students to study. Then be the specific. Second S stands for the specific. Be specific in your instruction. Clearly define what you want to the chatbot to do and provide implement important details. Create a list of 5 deliberate topics on recycling for a ninth grade. Then the third S stands for simplify your language. Chatbot works best when you use simple languages. So don't go crazy for building out complex prompts. Just let's take an example. Explain the Pythagoras theorem to me like I am a fifth grade student. Structure the output, how you want to structure the output. So tell the chatbot how to structure it, the answer. Chatbot can use bullets, format as a chart, and even use emojis. Create a quiz with multiple choice questions and open-ended questions for me. And the last, that is share the feedback. Chatbots don't get it right for the first time. They can make mistakes. As human also can make mistakes, and machine can also make the mistake. So provide feedback throughout your chat. So what happens? By its autonomous learning purpose, it will make the output as better. Change the format of the quiz to a study guide and flashcards. So this is a 5S model that is better for the students. Okay, now the most favorite topic of mine that comes is Azure AI Foundry. So what is Azure AI Foundry? So it's an complete package platform for the all AI models that is available in the marketplace, where it's a GPT, where it is a DeepSeek, where it's a Llama model, where it's a Meta models, where it's Gemini model. All the models are available in one platform, that is Azure AI Foundry. And also you can integrate with the Copilot Studio, with your VS Code, with your Visual Studio, and also with your the GitHub extensions as well. So if you look out to these chart, you see that we are having a foundational model, we are having open source models, task model, and industry model. And not only just model, you are having an Azure OpenAI services, AI search services, AI agent services, AI content safety, machine learning, and etc. So this is a complete power package, I can tell to all the AI developers. This is a dashboard how AI Foundry looks. I guess now let's see how this AI Foundry looks, and it's time for the demo as well. Okay, so just search for the Azure AI Foundry. So it's basically https ai.azure.com link. You have to sign it with your account. Okay, let me sign in with my account. I hope password is correct. Okay, password is correct, right? Yeah, stay signed in. Okay, so this is okay. I have to verify last four digits of my mobile number. Just a second, guys, for the verification purpose. Yeah, it's done. Okay, yeah, so this is a dashboard of our Azure AI Foundry. You can see that already I had created one my project, right? So you can play with the chat playground, that is Azure OpenAI. You can use for the content understanding. You can go for the all AI services. You can also explore the models catalog. Let's go one by one. So if I go for the Azure AI services, so all the Azure AI services that is used for the speech, language translation, Vision Plus document, content safety, right, already available in this marketplace. You can directly integrate into your application as well. Now, if you go for the model catalog, so it's a complete package. You can see that you are having a GPT, we are having a reasoning model, right? So O3, O4 Mini, Mistral, Llama. So these are the models that are available in the DeepSeek. As we all know, Llama is there. With the all versions that is available in the marketplace, Mistral is there, Bra is there, Prism is there. So these all models are available in the marketplace. So we are going to try with the Azure OpenAI Chat Playground. So let's go. Okay, so okay, you can see that here we are having a model catalog, right? Here we are having a chat, so we can chat with our AI agent as well. So it's basically the playground. We are having the assistants, we are having a speech, we are having a language, audio, image, etc. Okay, so you can see that in deployment, I am using ChatGPT 4.0 version. Okay, this is a model and instruction. Now let's start with some simple basic prompts. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you what is a bad prompt and what is a good prompt. I guess you are now aware that what is the difference between bad prompt and good prompt. Okay, so I'm just showing it. Tell me about AI in health. Okay, what do you think? Is it a good prompt or it's a bad prompt? Definitely, it's a bad prompt. Why? Because here we had not set any role, we had not set any constraint, and also we had not set any type of expectations. Yeah, definitely it will give the output. Now just tell me about AI in health. Okay, so it's giving me the documentation. You can see that. So it has given me the proper output. So that you can see that AI is healthcare is revolutionizing the way medical professional delivers care, diagnose diseases, and improve patient outcomes. By leveraging machine learning, NLP, CV, and other AI technologies, healthcare systems are becoming more efficient, accurate, and personalized. And below are some key areas where AI is making an impact. So these are some kind of application. It is showing us, right, and it's showing benefits of AI in healthcare, that is improved accuracy, it's improved the efficiency, there is a cost reduction as well, and also accessibility. This is AI powered, right? But what happens here, this is totally a bad prompt. Why? Because it's having a two vague, there is no target audience, no task type, and also this is a AI hallucination and misuse of open AI tokens. But if we talk about the good prompt, what is that? First thing is that you have to set an role. So what you are setting? You are a healthcare analyst. Okay. So you are giving a provide a concise bullet points summary of how AI is being used in diagnostic and patient monitoring as of 2025. Right, so we are just see the prompt is not over. You can see that we had given a healthcare analyst, so this is a role. We had set a constraint and we had provided our task that you have to provide a concise and bullet point summary of how AI is being used in diagnostic and patient monitoring as of a 2025. We are just asking about the latest and what it our past prompt, that is tell me about AI in health, does it just give a simple essay on how AI is used in healthcare, right? Now let us give and cite real world examples or tools. And also you can see that we were not having any limitation of the responses, but here we are giving the limitations to the responses and limit the response to, let's say, 200 words. So now we had set our expectation also as well. So what is our prompt? You are a healthcare analyst, provide a concise bullet point summary of how AI is being used in diagnostic and patient monitoring as of a 2025. Spelling of the real is wrong, sorry. Cite real world example or tools and limit the response to the 200 words. Now let us see what is the difference between the output generated on the good prompt and bad prompt as well. Okay, so you can see that we are having limitations, so it has generated a 200 word summary only. So as of 2025, AI is transforming diagnostic and patient monitoring through advanced tools and real world applications. So what is diagnostic? Medical imaging. AI tools like Google's DeepMind and a Zebra Medical Vision detects abnormalities, that is tumors, fractures like X-ray, CT scan and MRI with high accuracy. If we talk about pathology, Page.ai analysis biopsy images for cancer detection, streamlining pathology workflows. Disease prediction. Tempus uses AI to analyze genetic and clinical data for predicting cancer, progression, and treatment outcomes. Early detection. ADOC's AI solution assists radiologists in identifying strokes and pulmonary embolisms in real time. And if we talk about the patient monitoring, there are wearable devices like Apple Watch and Fitbit monitor heart rate, ECG, and blood oxygen flagging conditions like atrial fibrillation. Then we are having a remote monitoring. So Bioformis uses AI to track patient vitals remotely, predicting complication before symptoms arise. Chronic disease management. Livongo's AI platform provides personalized insights for diabetes and hypertension management. And hospital monitoring, G's healthcare AI-enabled platforms monitors ICU patient, alerting staff to a critical changes. So AI in diagnostic and monitoring enhances accuracy, speed up detection, and enables proactive care, which improves patients' outcome globally. So now you are clearly aware that what is good prompt and what is bad prompt. Basic only just thing is that every time assign a role, set and define task, and set the expectations. So if you are aware about these 4 points, then definitely your answer will be as much as proper on based of the question.